Okay, but hear me out. How did Ash Ketchum travel with Misty for hundreds of episodes and still not realize she liked him? Like, seriously. How? Was he blind? Was he just dumb? Or is there actually a deeper reason behind this? Because once you really look into it, it starts to make a lot more sense than you think. Today, we're breaking down exactly why Ash never realized Misty loved him. And trust me, it's not just because he's clueless. First, we need to understand Ash as a character. In Pokémon, Ash is not written like a normal teenager. He has one goal, becoming a Pokémon Master. That's it, that's the whole personality. He wakes up thinking about Pokémon. He travels for Pokémon. He risks his life for Pokémon, and somehow still loses leagues. So when it comes to emotions, romance, subtle hints, yeah, those are not loading in his. Like, Misty could literally be standing there, giving him the most obvious look ever, and Ash would be like, wow, I wonder what type of Pokémon lives here. Now, let's talk about Misty, because here's the thing. She never actually confesses. Not once. She doesn't say, I love you. Nothing direct. Instead, she shows it through jealousy, teasing, getting mad at him, arguing 24/7. And yes, we understand that. But from Ash's perspective, that's just Misty being Misty. Because think about it. If someone yells at you, insults you, drags you constantly, are you immediately thinking, wow, they must be in love with me? No. You're thinking, why do they hate me today? Let's be honest. Ash and Misty's relationship is like 90% arguing and 10% actual sweet moments. They roast each other, the fight over the smallest things. They literally argue like siblings half the time. So for Ash, this isn't giving romantic tension, it's giving daily headache. And maybe that's the problem. Misty's way of showing feelings gets completely buried under all the chaos. And it's also not like Ash will have a dream where someone will come up to him and say that Misty is behaving like that because she has a crush on you. So I think that's a drawback Misty had. Also, please, guys, do not get at me for saying these things because we know and everyone knows that it is the truth. Now, here's something a lot of people don't think about. This wasn't accidental. In Pokémon, Ash is intentionally written to be emotionally simple. He's kind, he cares about his friends, but when it comes to romance, he just doesn't process it. And the reason is actually pretty simple. The show didn't want to focus on romance. They wanted adventure, they wanted battles, they wanted Pokémon. So instead of developing a romantic storyline, they just made Ash not understand it at all. And honestly, it worked, but it also made shipping painful. Now here's where things get interesting, because Ash isn't completely unaware. There are moments where he notices something is off, like when Misty gets jealous, or when someone teases them and they blush, just like I explained in my previous video. He reacts. He looks confused. He knows something is different, but he doesn't connect it. He doesn't go, oh, she likes me, or do I like her? He goes, she's acting weird again. No, wait, he doesn't even react. And that tiny difference changes everything. And what do we expect from a guy who doesn't even react when he gets kissed for the first time? But I definitely think that he wouldn't have reacted the same if Misty kissed him, because I believe that he has feelings for her, even though he doesn't realize it, and he would have reciprocated it somehow. Well, that's just my opinion. Anyway, in the Gotta Catch You Later episode, we get that moment. When Misty leaves, that goodbye hits different. It's quieter, it's more emotional, and for a second, it feels like Ash understands something. Like he knows this isn't just a normal goodbye, but even then, he doesn't say anything. And that silence, yeah, that says a lot. So, in the end, Ash didn't ignore Misty's feelings. He didn't reject her. He just never realized there was something to realize. And it wasn't just Misty. It happened with all the girls who liked Ash. We just have to live with it and wait until the Pokémon Company decides that it is finally time to make Ash a teenager and not a 10-year-old for almost 30 years. Lol. But now I want to know what you think. Do you think Ash actually knew deep down and just didn't understand it? Or was he really that clueless? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and stick around because we're not done with Popa shipping yet.